some first words. We'll be there any minute. Any second we're going to be showing up. Pictures can't take much longer, right? I mean, we just got hitched. Outside of that, I hope the hors d'oeuvres are good. Don't kick the party off too quick before we show up. Meet some folks around you. What else? Enjoy yourself. There's a couch over there. So have a seat on the couch. Thank you for coming. And we'll see you soon.
He was loud. He was very loud. I worked at Whiskey River, which is a country dance hall, and he came in, and I'm in the back of this bar, and I hear him over everyone, and I stop and I look and I think, who is this loudmouth coming in the bar?
I saw Michelle, and I was like, Dad-nabbit, that's the best looking woman I've ever seen. So, just went in, decided to introduce myself.
So he goes up to the normal area where him and his little gang hang out, and still carrying on, loud as ever. Starts talking to my friend, so I have to go over there and, check out the situation.
And we still disagree on kind of my strategy to the introduction, but I actually kind of pulled up beside her friend because I immediately associated and started a discussion with her. When Michelle finally came up, friend exit stage left and eased down the bar to Michelle, and
he slides down the bar with his arm on it, very suave, and says, "Hi, I'm Kevin." And I was like, "Well, hi. It's good to see you, just another guy at the bar," but he's super handsome, and of course he was loud, so I paid attention. And then we started talking about motorcycles and a couple other things, and I found myself not returning the order that was ordered, and I stood there with him for, 20, 30 minutes. Seemed like a long time, but he was very captivating. Couldn't walk away.
Started talking, and come to find out, not only was she the best looking woman in the bar, but we also had all the same hobbies and likes. She liked to go fast, and find out later that more than fast things, she liked to, and by go fast I mean in vehicles. And then we find out that we like to hunt together and shoot together, so really just cut from the same cloth. Truthfully, it was about, looking back, it was about 7 minutes into our conversation. What got me into the conversation was quote-unquote curb appeal. I mean, absolutely a beautiful woman. And then come to find out she was smart, witty, and literally we talked for a half an hour because we had the exact same hobbies, interests, and it just couldn't have worked out better. I was so excited.
Gosh, because he was fun. We clicked on every level. We enjoy doing all the same things. We love being outdoors. We love going fast, hunting, gosh, anything and everything. We love doing it together. So, gosh, why wouldn't you want to spend the rest of your life with somebody you love spending your time with and that understands you, is patient with you, and wants to make you happy? That's all I can ask for. He has really made me more focused. He's made me realize the important things in life, the things that matter, that I should be focusing on, and he's trying to think of words for it. It's such a profound thing he's done for my life. He's been my best friend. He has helped me just kind of grow into the person that I am today. I mean, I met him in college, and I feel like I've just grown so much as a person with him, just all around.
It's been interesting because you never know what you're going to expect when you start moving into a relationship. So I've learned to mold and to bend, if you will, and it's just been a learning experience. So how has she changed my life is that she's helped me to become a better man, and until become what's to be a better husband, because she's literally built me and been there when I'm at my weakest and truly built me up to show me how to get through things that are challenging. And she's always got my best interest at heart, and I've never questioned that. So to have a friend like that in what now, at this point, not this point, is a wife, God, talk about just can't get better. Can't get better.
One word to describe Kevin, really? Can't do that. He is, I can give you a string of adjectives. He is incredibly lovable, caring, sincere. He's a genuine gentleman. He just does nothing but love fully from his heart, and I feel it every second. It went about like this. It was the most exciting thing in the world, and I was surprised. Normally, I'm pretty observant, and I pick up on little things that might be going awry, that aren't right, but he got me. He got me bad. Good. No, he got me good, but it was very exciting. It was the biggest surprise of my life.
The most climactic experience of my life, something I've thought about my entire life, and I didn't want to be corny or lame, so finally we get through this point in our relationship where I know this is it. We can survive forever together. And once I realize that, I go out and I find the perfect ring, and I find the perfect event, if you will, and in this case it was Thanksgiving. It was a perfect excuse to get our families together and to have us in one spot. So we go to the hill country, and we're at the ranch, and our family comes in, and I kind of get her dad off the side, and that was really kind of nerve-wracking in itself, because we had a discussion, and he said by all means he wouldn't kill me if I asked his daughter to marry me. So that was nice. And so once we got that out of the way, it was a matter of picking a moment in the weekend just to pop the question, and when is it appropriate? And this was Thanksgiving weekend. The Ags were playing at Texas and doing quite well. So I think it was somewhere around the second commercial break of the third quarter. I asked Michelle to kind of, and let me set it up a little bit. Michelle had gone off and we had scored, and we're good Ags, so when the Ags score, we score, and we had missed an opportunity to mug, and Michelle realized that. She goes, "Hey, we need a mug. We scored." And I said, no, let's just wait a second. And she said, "Man, that's awkward." And she told me after the fact. So I was using that to excuse, because I'm a little superstitious. I don't like to break tradition. We mug only when we score, and that was a perfect excuse. So we got up in the commercial break, and it was cold out. We had a fire going in the fireplace. So I looked over and said, "Hey, we should need to throw some logs on the fire." So we get up and we start throwing wood on the fire, and Michelle goes back to get another log, and I dig in my pocket real quick and get the ring in my hand, and we get that, and I throw the log on the fire, and luckily I don't throw the ring in. So now I'm sitting there, Michelle looks up, and she's kind of sitting there, and I hold her, and I'm just got her standing beside me, and we had a lot more of the family there than we expected, which was great. So I said, just kind of stood up, and I said, "Can I get everybody's attention?" And I set it up just with the truth. We had missed an opportunity to mug when we scored. Michelle wasn't here, so I wanted to take this opportunity to just get y'all's attention and ask Michelle. And I dropped to my knee, and my heart was pounding. Just felt like it was going to jump out of my chest. And I just sat there, and I asked her something about being my date to every Aggie football game from now to the end of time. And she just looked at me and said, "Certainly. I mean, why would I not?" And then I asked her, just clear and to the point, "Will you marry me?" And I had pulled the ring out, and her face went beet red, and then her heart went to fluttering. And finally, after she realized everything, she seemed like an eternity, gave me an answer, being yes. And that was it. That was it. It was awesome. Just the most awesome experience. We talk about it pretty regularly. And, are we still in Corpus? Are we in the hill country? Are we somewhere in the middle? Or, are we in the Bahamas? Time will tell. I think any one of those three is an option. And, we'll have a family, whatever that may be. And that's what it is. 2, 3, 4, 1, whatever destiny gives us, we'll be happy with.
Absolutely. At least 3 or 4, maybe 5, and we'll have a whole basketball team. I'll be good for that.
It's real simple. Just remember this is your day. So if the schedule goes bust, if people are running around, just remember it's your day. And at the end of the day, we're going to be married. And there's nothing that makes me personally more excited. And everybody keeps asking me, are you nervous? Are you nervous? No. I'm marrying my best friend. And that's just awesome. So right now, I mean, all the planning's kind of coming in, and it's either going to make or it's not. Either way, we're getting married. And that's what it's about. So it's going to be an amazing day.
Words don't describe and can't describe how thankful we are, because this has really been a dream experience for me. I just had an amazing bridal weekend. So many people were involved in that, and it literally was like a fairy tale. I was in pinch me, I'm dreaming mode all weekend. And I thank Kevin's family, I thank my family, I thank my bridesmaids, his groomsmen, every single person that's touched this wedding it's been over the top. And I talk to people constantly every day and don't even realize how many people behind the scenes are doing things. And it's a surprise to me, and it makes me teary-eyed, and it's just absolutely wonderful how many people care and are putting effort into this wedding. So everyone, thank you. I mean, it's so hard to pick just one person.
So where to start with thank yous? Mom, thank you so much. I mean, every time I get one of the half dozen emails that you send us during the day, I mean, I can't say enough. It seems like, oh man, Mom's nerve-wracking me to death. But at the end of the day, if you're not covering it, it's not getting covered. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Did I mention time? Because my goodness, you have really just made this so manageable. And when we had dropped stuff, and you picked us up, and when we realized that, we hadn't done one thing or another, you put us on track. So thank you. Thank you to Dad for all his support, and Frank for helping as he has and interacting with Mom and Dad. I know it's tough to help when you're in Dallas, but Frank, appreciate your patience and being so easy to work with. And everybody. I mean, there's so many other members of my family that have also contributed to this, that, I mean, without us even knowing, I catch myself so often talking with somebody that said, oh, well, what did you like about this? And oh, we helped. And just thanks to everybody that has been there helping with the showers, and all the planning, and just thanks. The list goes on. Sue, my goodness, Deb, Micah, Chels. I mean, the list just goes on and on. So anybody and everybody, we appreciate it so much. So much.